Hi guys, hello guys. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my page. Please like and share this video. I am Jade. If you're new here, and congratulations are definitely in order for Obidi after she announced that she is now a full-fledged American citizen after filling out the form and what am I was saying doing the test, taking the test and passing the test. So this is such an amazing perfect end to a very long drawn out drama that did not even need to be. And that really is the saddest part of this whole thing, that it did not even need to be drawn out. It did not even need to happen. But because of somebody's greed, because of somebody's, if I cannot have access to your money, then you shouldn't have access to anything. You should not be happy, basically. And that's really all this boils down to. Okay, people that want to deceive themselves can go on and deceive themselves. Pegasus minions can go on to deceive and mislead themselves, but the fact of the matter remains that none of this would have happened. None of this would have happened if maybe she had not, if she had allowed him to like have access. Okay, and this whole drawn out saga of their relationship wouldn't have happened had he done the right thing. But greed will not let him do the right thing. So, but all is well that ends well as far as this citizenship thing is concerned. And, in my previous post about this, I saw a lot of comment from people who were saying that Peggy's minions are basically trying to like say that it's a lie, it didn't happen, she's lying about it. Like, you guys already know. You guys already know that those people, you guys already know how they like, how they roll. They have to find a way to cope. If you don't understand, they have to find a way to cope with the big, huge disappointment that just happened to them. They never saw this coming. Somebody left a comment that I'm low key looking for. Somebody left a comment in my previous post about this, and the person was highlighting how they said they were going to write. They said they wrote letters, and they were going to contact the White House with their letters and their this and their that. You know. So imagine, like, this is literally how I personally will expect. This is literally how I expect them to react to something like this, because you know what they say. This is a major loss for them. Okay, and once you have experienced a loss, what comes next is grieving, and there are 5 stages of grief. Okay, so they are currently at the denying part of the 5 stages of grief. Okay, you know what I mean. So this right here, I'm not surprised at all. I'm not surprised at all that they some like based on what you guys have said. Those of you who go to their page, I don't go to their pages. I don't give a fuck. Okay, but for those who go there, this is what you guys have said, that they are in denial, and I'm telling you that they are experiencing the 5 stages of grief. Yeah, because in the 5 stages of grief, the fourth stage is denial. Okay, after denial comes anger. Okay, and after anger comes bargaining with yourself. Okay, so the denier is basically that no, it didn't happen, they are lying, she's making it up, it's a lie. How can she get citizenship after everything that we did, after all the things that they told us? Remember how they told us that she will never get citizenship because it is proponent upon him that he is the one that has to sign off on her citizenship. Those were the lies that they were telling themselves, you know, in order for them to feel good, in order for them to like relieve the hurt and the pain that they were feeling in their hearts. So they told themselves a bunch of lies and they passed it around and it made them feel good momentarily. Okay. So yeah, the 5 stages of grief. The first stage is currently what you are experiencing now, which is the denial. How dare, no way. How can you say that? No way. How can she? You please, she lied too much. How can she get her citizenship? Is it not the wonderful, the almighty doctor that will make sure that she get her citizenship? Is it not the almighty doctor that will see to it that she get her citizenship? That's the denial part, okay? The denial stage of the of the 5 stages of grief. And then after the denial stage of the 5 stages of grief comes the anger. What? Anger might go like, how dare they give her citizenship? How dare they give her citizenship? How dare? After everything that we said, after the letters that we wrote to immigration, after all of this and all of that, after all the things that we did, how dare? So that is the anger, okay? Anger is the second stage of the 5 stages of grief, okay? And then after anger comes the bargaining, okay? And bargaining might come with something like, do you think so? Bargaining can come in form of, do you think so? Are you really sure? Are you really sure? No, maybe it's a different thing that she's signing up for. Maybe it's not citizenship. You know how she is now. She always says something that is not true. Maybe it's a different thing. Maybe that's, it's not, it cannot be. Are you sure? Are you sure? Uh, maybe it's something else. So you know how she is. She will say one thing and it means something else. Or you know what happened? I'm sure it's Peggy. I'm sure that after all was said and done, it was Peggy that still felt sorry for her. It was Peggy that still felt sorry for her, and he was the one that still agreed after all she has done, because he's such a good person, He's such a soft-hearted person. That's the reason why she keep taking advantage of. Because he's such a good, kind, soft-hearted. I'm very sure that he's the one that, told them that, yeah, you guys can give her citizenship. So they will go through the bargaining stage of the 5 stages of grief. And after the bargaining stage of the 5 stages of grief, the depression. Depression is the next stage, which is the 4th stage of grief. The matter, after bargaining didn't work, after they basically in the bargaining stage, you know how they're like, maybe he was the one, maybe it was Peggy, maybe he just felt sorry. At the end of the day, she's still the mother of his children, so she's still the mother of his children, so you know what I mean? So she still has to like, he still has to like do something, and so that they are not like, without or something. He's still the mother she's still the mother of his children. No, he cannot just turn his back whenever she reaches out. So that's the bargaining, the 3rd stages of grief. And so after the bargaining comes the depression. The depression will look like something like this. After everything after everything that we did, after everything that this man told us, after all the things that we were made to believe, after everything that we did, after all the bullying, after all the false reporting, after the letters that we wrote to the White House, after the letters that we wrote to Donald Trump himself, it still didn't move anything. They still gave her. Depression don't start, be that. The prepare don't start. They will not be depressed. Okay? And that's the 4th stage of the 5 stages of grief. The prepare don't enter, so they will be depressed and feeling bad, feeling sorry for themselves. And okay, so I was doing the sound check to make sure that you guys can hear me, you know. And then, they'll start thinking, oh my gosh, after everything that we did, so I just wasted my life. The time that I could have used doing other things, I was busy using it to bully a woman based on what somebody told me that I did not even witness. I completely ignored my common sense. I completely went against my better judgment. Things that I saw with my own eyes, I ignored them because I wanted to jump on the bandwagon of the anti-Korra hate wagon. And so that's the first stage that will now cause the prey on them. They'll now be depressed as a result of that. And then after the prey comes the last stage of grief, which is acceptance. Acceptance is like, okay, I mean, it's a citizenship. What even happen, Seth? What is even a big deal with the citizenship, Seth? I beg you, she can carry her citizenship and go, Jerry. She can carry her citizenship and go. Wait it consign me. It's not the end of the world. Is she the first to get citizenship? Is she the first to get citizenship? Then she carry. We don't hear. Nimu. Congratulations on your citizenship. That's the acceptance stage of the 5 stages of grief. So you pay attention to all of this. Okay? You pay attention to all of this and you make sure. Somebody says if the news came out yesterday, they would have said it was April's Fool. You have a very good point there. And I'm not exactly sure when this whole citizenship situation took place, but I see that. And I think also, thinking about it now, it looks like this was a calculated situation. She didn't want to do it on April 1st so that, like you said, they wouldn't say it's April Fool's Day, and so she did it. Yeah, I see that being the case, actually. I do see that being the case. So what was I talking about? The 5 stages of grief. Yeah, so by the time they get to the acceptance stage of the 5 stages of grief, they have now realized that all the effort, all the things that they did, all of their attempts to destroy this woman only ended up destroying themselves, because all the time and all the energy that they had put into bullying this woman would have gone into bettering themselves, improving themselves. That way they will not be bitter. They'll have fulfillment. They'll find fulfillment in their own lives, because why else would there be so many bitterness? So yeah, eventually they will have to accept that. Yeah, so pay attention to all of this whenever you guys that are going over there to go and see them or hear the rubbish that they are typing. Pay attention to this and you will start to see it. Eventually they are going to accept, because it is the truth. It is not something that anybody, why would she make this up? Why okay? But they have to, they are in such disbelief because they were lied to and they fell for the lies, hook, line, and sinker. They were lied to, they were misled, they were told, they were misled, they were told all kinds of things, and they bought into it and they fell for it. And now they have now seen that a lot of the things that they were told were lies. And many of those things were coming directly from Pegasus. Yeah. Many of those misinformation and false information were coming directly from Pegasus. He was the one actively pushing lies, or they were all plotting it together, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And so now that something has happened that completely contradicts what they were made to believe. These people were literally saying, when Orange won, they were so happy. They were so elated. They were so elated because they really believe in their heart. Because of that one's anti-immigration stance, they believed in their heart that, oh, whatever nonsense that they report to immigration services, immigration is just going to like take their word for it. Really? You think because of all the rubbish that you hear in the news, and this was even before all the rubbish started happening in the news and all the stories about people getting, yanked off the streets and taken to Gula, okay? This was before all of that. So you people really think that the US government will just carry somebody who has not committed any crime, does not have any criminal record, has never even been like arrested. You think they will just carry that person and just go and deport when this person is a law-abiding citizen, a tax-paying member of the society? She pays more tax than the sufferhead Oyimbo that you people are fighting for. She's a more contributing member of the society than that one. That one that is waiting for the government to come and forgive the rest of the loan that Korra paid and left behind from where Korra stopped. Yeah, this is something that he has said. That he's not going to pay student loan, that he's waiting for the government that will come and forgive the student loans. That's how his mind works. Okay? So imagine all of this happening and all these people believing the nonsense, believing the lies. I don't even know. Like, this social media has really shown me that there are so many people who are so dim-witted. Okay, on both sides. I'm not even talking about only on his side. Even on KO's side, there are some conversations that some people be having in my comment section that will make me want to pull my teeth. And these are supposed to be Korra supporters, and they are defending Korra, and they are regurgitating the lies. Regurgitating the lies about, oh, she cannot now, like something that I kept seeing. I kept deleting a lot of the comments. Oh, now she will be able to like file for citizen. Now that she has a citizenship, she'll be able to apply for the children's passport. Who told you that she was not always able to apply for the children's passport, even being a green card holder? It was the bad head man that she married that obviously vowed to make life a living hell for her. And she, remember the last time she went to court before the October court situation, when she went to court and the judge says they cannot force him. The only thing, if you want, they can hold him in contempt and put him in prison, in jail for 1 week. And she said she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to put somebody's son in prison, in jail for 1 week. So it's not like, and this is something that I see, and it really, really bothers me. And these comments are coming from people that are supposedly Korra supporters, like pushing this narrative. Like, if you don't know, you say you don't know. A simple Google search will give you an idea. This is not how it works. Once you're an American green card holder, you have every right to apply for your child's passport who was born in America. You have, even if you're not an American citizen, one has nothing to do with the other. Even when you're not a green card holder, one has nothing to do with the other. You can apply for your child that was born in America. You can apply for their passport. But he is the one who has chosen to make life difficult for her. It has nothing to do with her immigration status. It has nothing to do with whether or not she's an American citizen or she's a green card holder. It has nothing to do with it at all. You would think the way some people are talking about this, you would think that people who are in America who are not yet American citizens, who have children that are American citizens, you would think that they are not able to apply for their children's passport at all. Please, that I'm just gonna say this one. Next time I see that kind of comment, I'm just gonna delete it, because it's really, really annoying to see people that claim to be Korra supporters and they are pushing this narrative that they heard from God knows where. A lot of them are just regurgitating the things that they heard from Peggy's followers. Passport was never an issue, was never based on Korra's immigration status. The children's passport, whether they can apply, whether she can apply for their passport, was never based on that. It was always based on parents cooperating. Okay, that even when they went to court, they just said they can't force him, you know. Maybe the fear of sending him to jail for 1 week, holding him in contempt and sending him to jail for 1 week, maybe that will put the fear of God in him and quickly. And if he spends 1 week and he still refuses, she can still go back to court and the court will impose another maybe 2 weeks this time. By the time they do it for like 1 month or 2 months, it will go and sign that passport. But she didn't want to do that because she said she doesn't want to do that, because those things have implications. It will definitely affect if he goes to prison, if he goes to jail for contempt of not signing his daughter's passport. It will have an impact on his ability to work. And we know this man does not want to work. We know he just wants to sit around. So those are the things that she's probably looking at, and she was like, I'm not going to send somebody's son to jail. It had nothing to do with whether or not she has a citizenship. I hope this clears things up for those people that are still confused about this. But anyways, let me go ahead and play this. I don't want this video to be too long.
So today is my interview. I am going to see if I become an American citizen. I just wanted to make this video to say that whatever the outcome of today is, I'm very grateful for the opportunity to have been in the United States. Let's go. Let's see what the outcome is. Okay? You definitely need your passport, your green card. If you're divorced, your divorce decree, your letter of appointment,
And who says Korra doesn't know how to keep secrets? Who says Korra doesn't know how to be private about the things that are really important? Nobody had a whiff. Nobody had a clue. Nobody knew. She kept mum about this. Nobody knew that this was in the works. Nobody knew that she was actually working on something major. Like this right here is an example that if whatever she says, she's very much in control of her life. Whatever she shares with you is what she actually wants to share with you, and she has weighed everything. She has weighed the pros and the cons to see how it is going to impact her positively or negatively, or if it will have like irreversible negative impact, worse negative impact on her before doing it. I mean, look at her. She did a pre-recorded video. Okay? She did a pre-recorded video. She could have broadcasted this live and let you guys know that I'm going to take my citizenship. She didn't do that. She wanted to do this and get the outcome, the desired outcome, and then she can blow everybody's mind. So this is for the people that always say, why does she have to put everything on social media? Why does she have to put everything on social media? Because she wants to. Because she has weighed everything. She has weighed the pros and the cons. She's already a few steps ahead. She's already, imagined what this is going to be. She's already imagined the outcome. She's already contemplated your response and what you're gonna say and how you're going to react. And if anybody decides to go buck wild, if anybody decides to go crazy, she's also already calculated if that will have a damaging impact on her life. She's already calculated everything before coming out and doing any live video. So there you go.
You need any evidence of service. If you've been in a voluntary service, Red Cross, whatever, to aid your seeking to be a citizen, you need to have mastered your 100 questions of the citizenship test. These things I have done to the glory of God, and I hope that everything will turn out great. Wish me luck, guys. I love you so much. I have all my documents here. Hopefully they don't need anything that I didn't have on hand.
And this same sentiment goes for people who will say, why is she recording before the court? Why is she doing this? Let me tell you, she has obviously calculated and asked questions and checked to see if she'll be violating any order before doing live anywhere. You think she hasn't researched it? You think she wants to put herself in trouble so that you people can say, ha ha, congratulations, this is what we've always wanted? You think she'll put herself in, knowing that there are so many of you evil witches and wizards that are just looking, many of you that are watching so that you can pick the negativity out of it? Of course, she's already checked to make sure that she's not violating anything. And if she does violate something, the repercussions are not going to be like extreme. It's not going to be damaging to her.
The latest American citizen. I can't believe it.
34. Going up.
Thank you. Yes, we did it.
People are always complimenting her. People are always, honestly, I watch a lot of live streamers and I watch a lot of people who do live videos or whatever. I don't see a lot of them getting as many compliments as Korra does. Like, people are always complimenting the way that she looks, her outfit, and that says a lot. Okay, that says a lot. I just wanted to share that because that's something that I noticed.
We did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. I got a request to come get my ex.
Bring one, yeah. You see that line right there? That's gonna be out. Okay, right there.
Got accepted to be a United States citizen under the name of Obidi. Obidi.
No, this is a video.
That is very, very important. Very, very important. Oh, I love that shade right there. That is very, very important to state that, yeah, it was under the Obidi name that she got her citizenship. and the losers that are saying that this is fake. So what's the explanation? All these other people that are also getting their certificates, they are also fake too. Listen, cope harder, you hater. Cope harder. Those of you that are hating, cope harder. Oh.
Your name, that means your certificate is ready and you're eligible for the oath. Okay, so if I do call your name, I will ask you to come up. This is a big group. We're going to probably form 2 lines. So I'm going to have everybody raise their right hand for me. Again, you can follow along with a piece of paper. And you can please repeat after me. I hereby declare on oath that I absolutely and entirely renounce and abjure all allegiance and fidelity to any foreign prince, potentate, state or sovereignty, of whom or which I have heretofore been a subject or citizen, that I will support and defend the Constitution and laws of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith.
Who's gonna bet that, you see how she kind of rested her arm? Who's gonna bet that they're gonna say, oh, she's not really a citizen because she did not have her arm up the entire time. She's not really a citizen because she didn't have her arm up the entire time. You watch and see. It's part of the 5 stages of grief. It's part of the bargaining part of the 5 stages of grief, to kind of like dismiss it and say, oh, she didn't put her hands up the entire time. She didn't put her right hand up the entire time. So yeah, it doesn't count. While she was taking the oath, she didn't put up her arm the entire time. So it doesn't count. She's not a citizen. You watch and see how they spin whatever they want to spin, because they are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Oh my God.
And allegiance to the same, that I will bear arms.
Somebody said they're already crying about her arm. Oh, they're already crying. You see what I was... I knew this would happen. Oh my gosh. Because they are trying to like cope. They are trying to like cope with the stages of grief. They're trying to like make sense out of this. They're trying to comfort themselves. Oh my God. That is so funny. Ay. Oh my goodness. So they're already crying about that, huh? Hey,
On behalf of the United States, when required by the law, that I will perform non-combatant service in the armed forces of the United States, when required by the law, and that our former country of nationality on the certificate is correct. I'm trying to butcher the first name again. Okay.
fine girl. Fine girl, Korra. Fine girl, no pimples. Ọmọ tó set.
I am an American. I feel like it's the first day of the rest of my life.
Congratulations. Wow. Congratulations. So, yeah. Yeah, I knew it. Even when I was watching the video, I was just like, yeah, just wait and see how these people, because they're going to nitpick, because that's what they do. They literally watch her to pick things out that they're going to use to drag her. Just wait as they try to like diminish or nullify as if they have the power to do it. They know they don't have the power to do it, but that's not going to stop them anyways. They're going to try and make it seem like, oh, she should have had her right hand up the entire time. Because she didn't have her right hand up the entire time, this oath taking is null and void. She's not an American citizen. Like, I just know that that is going to be a theme for them. That's just something that they are going to, want to like, hop on, and hop on. But honestly, all is well that ends well. This is a major, major milestone. At least that conversation about that, that one is now out of the way. I know that for some people it's not to hand. As long as it will give them whatever, so long as it will give them whatever they hope to get from it, it's not it's not over. They will just keep doing what they need to do. They will just keep like lying and pretending and acting as if there's something wrong when everything is just perfect with regards to their citizenship. But it is a coping mechanism for them, and that's just what they're gonna keep doing. But this has been an amazing ride for her, and I'm so glad that this part of the whole story is over and it's done now. I'm so glad. I'm happy that, yeah, this part of the conversation is over. There's no more, unless of course those who just want to keep hammering it because it does something for them. But to normal regular people, at least the conversation about, oh, green card, citizenship, will he sign, that one is over. She does not need him to sign. She never needed him to sign. I'm just waiting to see how he's going to react to this. I am waiting to see what he's going to do, because trust and believe, he already knows the updates. He's already very, very aware of the updates of, her citizenship or whatever. So I think now he's now trying to calculate how he can use this. And obviously, this is my opinion. I feel like now he's looking for how he can turn this and make this about him. That's just what I think is being worked out now. He's going to try and figure out a way to make this about him. And yeah, and this is interesting. Very, very interesting. Congratulations to Korra. This is very well deserved. And she has put up with so much that there is no other outcome that would have been acceptable for me other than her getting citizenship. Not that I was ever worried. Even when they will lie, when they will tell those lies, I would just be laughing because I know that that's not true at all. They're just lying, manufacturing things, making things up, and a lot of them obviously are just running around ignorantly with things that they have been fed that they don't really fully understand. And so this is an amazing, amazing, amazing update. And yeah, those that want to rest for citizenship matter can rest. If they don't want to rest for citizenship matter, they can all go to hell and burn to ashes. But this is really, really interesting. They're not the first. There's so many people who have gotten divorced prior to even getting their citizenship. And it didn't matter, as long as you've not committed any crime, as long as you're law abiding, as long as you're paying your taxes, as long as you're contributing to the society. It does not, like, being divorced does not stop you from getting citizenship. Being divorced, especially when there are two children involved. Two children. It's not as if, okay, this was a marriage that collapsed within months of the person, the immigrant entering America, and just packed up. There are no children involved. This marriage has all of the trimmings of somebody who actually came into this marriage in good faith, came into this country in good faith, for all the right reasons. It just didn't work out. Statistically, it is 52% of marriages in America ends in divorce. So yeah, it just didn't work out. So there is no bad faith argument here about, oh, what was her intention? She intentionally came in to use him for green card. That's not the case. She gave him two kids. You have to be so conniving to have children for somebody that you don't plan on being with. Like, that is psychopathic behavior. That's like psychopath level. And I'm sure that people that are doing the interview, they will see that, nah, this person does not look like a psychopath to me. Like, I always knew that the thing was never going to be an issue, and he was never going to have a hand in how she gets her citizenship. Never. He was never going to have a hand in how she got her citizenship. Never, 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 never. So there you go. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here. Like the video and also share. I will catch you later. Bye. Congratulations to Korra Obidi on becoming a US citizen.